Hey, Facebook Live, it's Grit and Grind time. I am Shamel Jackson, the owner of Breaking It Down with C. Jackson. I know you're probably thinking, why did she title this video Grit and Grind, and why is she up here with this hat on on the broadcast? If you don't know, I'm the owner of Breaking It Down with C. Jackson and author of Wait, Women and Intimate Tales. I help teens make an informed decision about sex through the story of others. So share this video if you're watching the replay. Share it on social media with everyone that you know. We're going to be talking about Grit and Grind. That's the title of this broadcast. And I usually do these things on once a month. I do the sex story behind the pleasure, but lately I've been trying to want to jump on here and do like quick ones, like 10-15 minutes. So I don't want to be long, and that's kind of what I want to kind of talk about today. This is a new thing that's been on my mind, so I'm excited about it. But if you're a first timer and you're watching this video, say hey, type a heart in the screen. Thank you for watching. Wherever you're watching it from, whatever time that you're watching it, feel free to comment on anything that I say, or if you have any questions, inbox me, email me, on Instagram also, and on YouTube as well. Breaking It Down with C. Jackson. So if you don't know, I am from Memphis, Tennessee. I live in Memphis, born in Memphis, raised in Memphis. I didn't go to, I did not go to undergraduate school in Memphis, but I was born and raised here. So that is why I'm wearing this hat. And Memphis Grizzlies. So they have this whole motto, grit and grind. Grit and grind. So that's why I got on my hat today. Grit and grind. Actually, I didn't plan on even, I just got this hat probably 2 hours ago. Because I wasn't going to wear it. I said, let me just wear this hat too while I'm talking about grit and grind. So y'all probably think, what in the world grit and grind got to do with Breaking It Down with C. Jackson? What does that have to do with sex? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about. But it seems like, let's get to the definition of what grit is. And to be honest, I'm like, grit and grind, what does that mean? Like I'm gritting my teeth. What I'm just saying is, because I'm from Memphis and that's my team, automatically because I'm from Memphis, so I'm going to go for Memphis Grizzlies. But in short, grit means to have perseverance. It means to have mental courage, mental toughness. When something, bad happens, you have the courage to go on. You're brave. So that's kind of what grit means, to have endurance when bad things happen. So I have been, and if you follow me, and I'm a teacher, and I have been trying to come up with a theme for my classroom for forever. I just didn't know what to come up with. So I finally came up with the theme Grit and Grind, because I work in a mental health facility, and this can go for any classroom setting. But I wanted something because they always quit. They always want to quit on things. Hey, thanks for coming in. Hey, and type your name in the screen. If you're coming in, type your name in the screen, say hey. But I wanted something where they feel like they can move past whatever's going on in their life. You gotta have grit to make it through this life. Like, you gotta have it. Like, there's always gonna be a struggle for something. There's gonna be a struggle as long as you're here on earth. So you gotta have grit to deal with it. So I had somebody draw Grit and Grind. If you see on my page, I've got the sign Grit and Grind on there for this broadcast. So, excuse me. So I had somebody draw that for me. So when I'm finally finished with it, when they're finally finished with it, I'm going to post it in the classroom. And I just been on this whole endurance thing ever since I found out the name of it, the definition for grit. So I've been hearing it at church. I've been just hearing endurance. And last year when I wrote my book, when I published the book, I developed a lot of grit. And so it took grit to do all of that. But yeah, that's why we're going to get into, now that you know what grit means, and I'm sure everyone knows grinding. Everyone say we grind and we hustling, whatever you want to call it, doing your thing, working hard. I don't want to say hustling, but you should say working hard at whatever you want to do, whether it's, exercise, you grinding, you doing your thing. So grit and grind. and when it comes to sex, and you all know I am a full supporter of waiting till you're married. But if not, you know, we all make our own decisions. So my number one option is to wait till you're married to have sex. So, but how many of y'all know that's not always, no, it's not an easy thing to do. You have to have a lot of grit to do that, because first of all, it's everyone's not doing it. It's not the most popular. You don't hear, well, now you got a lot of people saying I'm celibate, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, you got Megan Good and Sierra, all those people promote celibacy. But this is after the fact they have, you know, dealt with a lot of negative consequences on sex, and they decide to do that. And no shade to them. I'm just telling you what is. But my goal is to get you to make the decision at the beginning that that's what you want to do. But you got to have a lot of grit. You can't, I don't care if you want to be celibate. If you're somebody who have sex every day, if you're going to stop having sex for a week, you got to have grit. If you're going to stop having sex for 2 weeks, you got to have grit. And Steve Harvey said 90 days. Wait 90 days. Okay, them 90 days, if you're used to having sex, I'm pretty sure 90 days going to be hard. Like, if you used to, like, I love sweets and stuff like that. If somebody told me I'm going to stop eating sweets for 90 days, that's going to be hard for me to do. I didn't say I couldn't do it. That's going to be hard for me to do. So you got to have grit. So this whole celibacy, sometimes people make it look easy. No, it's not easy. And I was looking at, there's this, and I missed it. Oh my gosh. There was a flyer going around. It was saying, save, single, and horny. So horny, you know, you have this urge to have sex, and you know, and I always say the urge is don't go away. Like, I ain't dead. If you celibate, you not dead. So the urges are not going to go away. So that's kind of where that grind comes in. That grind. When I say grit, you got to have perseverance. Yeah, perseverance to grind on this way to celibacy, on this journey for celibacy. So do you have it? Do you have the grit to be celibate? Or do you have the grit to grind to be celibate? And what is your grind? Are you gonna stop watching certain things? Are you gonna stop listening to certain things? Are you gonna stop hanging in certain places? Are you gonna stop hanging with certain people? Like, this ain't for the weak at heart. Like, this ain't no game. So are you about that life? Are you about the celibacy life? Are you about it? Are you about it? So share this broadcast. You come in the middle and watch the replay. Share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. But that's what I really want to talk about. Like, you know, they always say that the road is, you know, it's the road less traveled. It's the road less traveled. And I don't know a lot of people that have, you know, I know a few people that are waiting now. I know people that that have never had sex. So it's not like it's something that can't be done. But the thing is, you got to have grit. You got to have grit. And you got to grind. You got to say, okay, I'm going to wake up. I ain't going to do this. Okay, when this thought comes to my mind, because the thought going to come. The sexual thoughts going to come. Period. So what you going to do with the thought when it comes? That's the key. That is the key. So you say, okay, one day I did this. Okay, I didn't have sex one day. So and first of all, take one step at a time. If you had sex before, I think you need, I've had oral sex, but I haven't, had vaginal sex. So I don't know how tempting it could be when you've had that type of sex. So if you some type of person, if a day without sex is good for you, then okay, congratulate yourself on that one day. You grind for one day. You had grit for one day. Okay, let's go to day 2. So what you did on day 1, let's do on day 2. Now, the grind is, okay, I can't talk to so-and-so because he or she gonna be talking about doing stuff and I ain't trying to do. So I can't talk to them. So especially if you're talking to people, you can't talk to them late at night. Trust me. Them late night conversations, they late night conversations, period. And so I think I'm gonna wear this hat on every broadcast now because it's like I'm ready. Like I'm so ready. And so I'm ready to grind. I'm just hyped up and I'm so ready. But because you got, and it's also hard because you got the media. Sex is everywhere. Sex is everywhere. I mean, it's everywhere. It's so everywhere. So you got to be careful about what you expose yourself to. So that's the grind. When I wake up, okay, how I'm gonna do this? What's the plan? Because the Grizzlies just don't go on court and just start running the ball. And no, they have a game plan. What's your game plan? What is your game plan to grind? What is your game plan? Oh, that is good. What is your game plan for celibacy? If you want to be celibate. Maybe you don't want to be celibate. So if you're going to be sexually active, what's your game plan for being sexually active? Are you going to sleep with everybody that you meet? Are you going to wait 90 days? I mean, what is the game plan for you? If you're going to have sex, if you're not going to have sex, if you're going to have sex, are you going to be protected? Are you not going to be protected? What if you get pregnant by that person? Or what if you have a baby? You know, you guys have a baby together. What's going to be your game plan? So you got to have a plan. Whether or not you have sex or whether you are having sex, you still got to have a plan. You still, say those who plan to fail to plan to fail. So that's my tip. And I didn't want to be, these are supposed to be like short little nuggets that I'm trying out because the normal broadcast, which my next one is this Thursday, March 9th, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to be talking about fantasies and daydreaming. So that's something that I deal with. I know other people have as well. And I'm hopefully supposed to have a guest for the next broadcast on that same subject. But this Thursday, I'm going to be talking about fantasies and daydreaming. So yes, but those are usually a little bit longer. So I'm trying to keep this one not over 15 minutes. Not over 15 minutes. But I'm just so excited about what I'm doing. I don't know if it'll continue to be live. I may just, post them, pre-record them, and then post them. So I'm just trying to feel. But the other broadcasts that's usually about 30 minutes, those will be live. I plan for those to be live unless something else happens. But if it's not live, feel free to comment on, even if I'm not live, you watching this later, comment. Tell me what you think about Grit and Grind. Do you like that title? I like it. I'm going with it. I like this hat I got on. And then do you have grit to wait? Do you have the grit to wait? Whether it be 2 weeks, whether it be a month, whether it be 90 days, whether it be 2 years, 5 years. Some people been waiting 10. Look, y'all, I bought this book last year. She was celibate. It's been over 10 years now. And so she's been waiting. She didn't know it was going to be that long. When she made the vow to be celibate, she didn't know she's still going to be married, wasn't going to be married 10 years later. So you probably think, okay, I sure ain't got to wait that long. But then year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even at I'm 31. I'll be 32 this year. Honestly, I didn't think I'd still be single or not married at 31. Maybe by my late 20s, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be married, getting ready, I'm gonna have sex and all this type of stuff. No, still here. But I ain't gonna lie, this has been, it's not hard. It's not easy sometimes, but I would have it another way. It's not easy sometimes. It's not. And you want to do anything great, it's not gonna be easy. So you gotta have grit to wait. Do you have the grit to wait? I done came up with a new tagline now. Do you have grit to wait? But yeah, I'm going to head out here. Do you have the grit to grind? Do you have the grit to discipline yourself to be celibate? Think about that. Oh, if it's not sex, what is something else you need the grit for? What else something you else need the grit for? But I'm going to chat with you guys later. I may do one on Wednesday. I have another topic that's on my brain. But if not, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Hopefully I'll see you guys on Thursday. This Thursday, March the 9th, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Bye.